Well, labels and my jelly spoons, my powers of persuasion have paid off, and we're having a go on the S1000R. Let's have some fun, shall we? You can make some noise, please, my friend. So, let's be having you. Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, the foot pegs are pretty tight up there. Here we go. S1000R, 160 horsepower. No ordinary human needs that much. I'm not allowed to say stuff like that, am I? I'm supposed to be a biker. Right, so it looks like there's a bit of fueling to be done, and then continue. Yeah, that's not so manly, despite the bike. Oh, that revs very nice. Oh, the shifting is a lot slicker than it was on the Ducati. Although, I've actually just heard that a couple of other people have had some problems with some of the other Ducatis. One of them actually had to go back to the workshop this morning because it wouldn't shift at all. Flappy clutch lever going on there. Interesting. I mean, my bike does that, but my bike's older than Moses' first pair of sandals. Oh, I'm getting the poppy, cracky, crackly, poppily pop again. That is good. So this is the BMW S1000R, which is the naked, well, let's be honest, let's give it the name it deserves. This is a super naked. It's got 160 horsepower. Torque, I'm afraid, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you, but I'm sure it's got some nestled in there somewhere. I'll put it on the screen what it actually is so you can gorge your geekiness upon it. Hopefully those clouds aren't going to piss on us too much. If they do, apparently this bike has a rain mode in the traction control, so I'll be alright. Oh, and this bike is running with a factory fitted quick shifter. Get used to how this bike feels. This is very, very agile feeling. Yeah, I would say it feels considerably quicker, considerably more flickable, and a lot lighter than my FZ1N does. That is how you do quick shifters. Wow, that was so smooth. That has got a little bit of juice in its tailpipe. It looks like I'm not going to get to have a go on the XR, but to be honest, I'm not super sad about it. I was all about trying out the naked bikes, and definitely achieved that goal with the R90, the Ducati Scrambler 1100, and then this. Wow, I'm glad we're not going that way. I feel a little bit more daunted by this bike, if I'm completely honest. The Scrambler I could just jump on and wring its neck, and that was no trouble at all. I feel a little bit more like this one could actually bite me a little bit. Oh, it's very breezy through my arm slots there. And it's quite nice as well that I finally get to ride a bike which matches my leathers perfectly. Yeah, it feels very planted. I'm glad we get to have some gentle sweeps before we get into the proper twisty stuff, to get used to this monster. I think it's the first bike that I've actually been comfortably in 6th gear on. It still pulls with intent from 70 kilometers an hour in 6th gear. It's a mighty fine torquey beast of a motor. I love that roar that you get in between the shifts. It goes. You probably can't hear it because of all these noisy sods. After spending all day so far trying to get used to shifting with the clutch again, I'm having trouble switching back to a bike that has a quick shifter. Oh, you can chuck it into the bends. I mean, this bike's got all kinds of toys. It's got electrically adjustable suspension. You can switch the ABS off and on. It's got traction control. It's got cruise control. I was trying to remember what the word for it was in English there. We were just talking about the temple mat, which is what it's called in German. All stuff which, to be honest, today I just don't need. I mean, sure, if I had the time to look at all of the extra bells and whistles, I probably would, but don't really care, to be fair. And there we go. We are leaving Italy and smashing our way into the Schweiz, into Switzerland. Well, if I could set up my Heel-Tech shifter to behave like this one, that would make me a rather happy chap. Or if I could make it so that I can come and ride on roads like this and places like this all the time, it would also make me a very, very happy chap. Yeah, I've definitely just felt a couple of spots of rain. We can just hold out for the last few miles of the day. What's very different is, I mean, that was 2nd gear then. On my FZ1, I'd have had to have been in 1st gear, because from 1st to 4th it's got the R1 gearbox, so the 1st gear was really, really long. Yeah, but this one was just lovely and smooth through that super slow speed bend. Well, was a corner, wasn't it? A right angle. It's definitely raining. Let's get over there before the rain gets there first. If I wipe the rain away, it's like it didn't happen. It's not real. This is not the bike you're looking for. You can go about your business. Move along, move along. How good is that? Cheers, mate. You're an absolute ledge. The truck driver's just waving us all through. What a crazy, crazy tunnel. It's a crazy, 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 crazy tunnel. Oh yeah! And it's really cold in here. It smells of grinding discs and welding. This is the tunnel to the center of the earth. Don't think less of me, I'm putting the heated grips on. Shifters. All the other bikes I've been riding today, I've been happy to let the gears rev out, ride it up the rev range, but with a quick shifter you just want to pop it into the next one as quick as you possibly can. Oh, this thing is razor sharp. It's a proper little shimmy there over the rough ground. I don't think I've actually hit the real power band in this bike yet. I mean, assuming it has one. Everything is buttery, silky, honey smooth though. Beautiful treacly power that you can just thread on. No jerkiness, no surprises. This bike is so far everything I expected. The brakes are also razor sharp. My good lordy, this bike is an awesome machine. I couldn't ride it all day. My knees are properly cramped up and I keep on stabbing and missing at the gear lever because of the angle my foot's at, but wow, what a machine. For half an hour on a track, this is it. Oh, look at this for a stop. What an unbelievable view. So apparently the big white mountain over there in the background, we've seen that from the other side this morning, from Zulden. We've kind of gone all the way around it. Brilliant. Well, would you believe it? The rain has made an appearance, just as not hoped. So I think we're making the assumption that it's just caught up with us. We're going to try and get in front of it, and also try not to kill myself in the process with this 160 horsepower monster. I think it should be fine. Just have to be careful, really. Not ride like a massive plonker. I mean, to be honest, what kind of a trip in the Alps would be complete if it didn't have a little bit of rain? Although look at these curves, this would have been awesome in the dry. I mean, that said, it's still pretty bloody cool in the wet, isn't it? Just hopefully we can get over to that dry patch over there and then give it a bit of beans again. And already you can see the road's drying up just from being less than a kilometre away from where we just were. So yeah, this is the last stretch of the day, ladies and gents. What amazing event organisation from Louis. Honestly, you guys have smashed it. You really have. Today has been absolute pleasure. Every single second of the day has been utterly perfect. I think if I could plan the perfect motorbike day, it would be pretty bloody close to what you guys have actually put on for us. And look at that. Now that I've finished gushing, the sky's finished gushing as well. We've got an imposter in our midst. I'm forgetting again how sharp these brakes are, putting myself over the front. What a nutty little town. Hurliman tractor. Slingshot, I've never seen one of those in real life. Coming back to another border. I've lost track now. Where are we going back into now? We're in Switzerland. We're going to Italy, that's right. We're entering back into the Stelvio National Park. At a very leisurely pace for this section though. Bit of a shame that I didn't really get a chance to properly push the S1000. I'm a bit disappointed by that. Still, incredible to get the chance just to be on one. Francesca's giving it the enduro style, getting a nice stiff breeze through his knackers, I would imagine, whereas I think it would be quite impossible to stand up on this. Yeah, that's just not going to work. No chance. So my knackers will have to remain parboiled. Which way are you going, sunshine? Starting to feel proper comfortable on this bike. I like it very a lot. If only my feet were about 1.5 foot lower down, then maybe it could work long term. Bloody hell, Glurns. Been here before. This is where we saw the Oompa band last time, playing in the middle of the square there. Right there it was. Oh, the suspension on this bike is very tight. I'm sure there's 1,000 options that I could mess with to make that a bit softer, but hopefully we won't be doing too much cobblestone stuff. My parboiled knackers couldn't take it. I do think the fueling of this bike is very, very good. Not sure what mode I'm in. Road, I think, is my mode. In the road mode. But this whole slow speed first gear stuff, no need for clutch at all. Not even now. It looks like we're going proper up into the little bendies now. What time is it now? Yeah? This bike doesn't have a clock. Either that or I can't find it. No idea what time it is then. Bloody hell. We'll just water the road, shall we? This bike is an absolute belter out of a hairpin like that. Even in the clumsy hands of a throttle strangling imbecile like me. Look at that. Unfassbarchen. One day, Simba, all of this will be yours. Oh, shit tons of gravel. Could do a new driveway with that. This is properly into the country twisties, isn't it? This is Windy McWinderson territory. It's becoming a little bit Dampy McDamperson as well. And said that, suddenly there's the sunshine. You can never tell with the Alps, can you? All the forecasts said overall thunderstorms, mostly no sunshine. Yet I have got roasting sunburn on the back of my neck. I think when we get there tonight, we're going to be able to cook tonight's dinner on the back of my head. Oh, look at it, there's just gravel everywhere. Rubbish. It's like riding in England again, except a little bit more grand, wouldn't you say? Cannot get enough of looking at these vistas. I wonder if you could ever get bored of coming to a place like this. So look over there, that is very, very grim, isn't it? I wouldn't mind betting we've just run away from that. Why are they watering the street? Some little scallywag has come up here and gone, yeah, I'm going to piss off Farmer Goggins by turning his sprinklers round. I'm so evil. But you can change direction on this machine so quickly. Yeah, getting a really nice, relaxed, comfortable feeling about this bike now. Really chuck it in and try and aim for the apexes a little bit. Confidence is high. Repeat, confidence is high. Bloody hell, wooden bridge. What? Oh, Jesus. It's not even raining and we're all going to get soaking wet. Brilliant. This is actually the longest stretch we've done today, so I imagine we must be just about finished. Here we are. This is our final destination, ladies and gents. Land Hotel Anna. So that is the end of the riding for today. And there we go. finished.
Oh God.
Yep. See, after that, this little seat, after an hour and a half roughly altogether, my arse is now quite cornerish. So, although this is a friggin' amazing machine, I bloody love the crap out of it, sadly not the most comfortable, but thank you very much for transporting me, you crazy, bonkers, wonderful machine.